Hello everybody, how are you today? Hope you're fine. Today we are going to start a new lesson about the weather, about describing the weather. Okay, so let's know our vocabulary that we are going to learn today. So we are going to know some of the important vocabulary like temperature. So what is the temperature? Temperature, it's like the measurement of how hot or cold something is. Okay, when I touch something, I can know, I can determine if it's hot or it's cold. Precipitation, which means water falling from the sky as rain, snow or hail. It's like hail. So as rain, snow and hail. Okay, clumps, it's like a large and fluffy clouds. And also we have the stripes, which mean a thin cloud that form a layer like a sheets. Okay, so what is the weather? So weather change from one day to another day, and how we can describe this kind of weather. So make a chart. When making a chart, this columns and date and temperature, we're going to record the data and observe the weather each day and record it. And then we are going to compare the weather of the several days. And then add a column to our chart called the wind, record how the wind changed from one day to another day. So I want to know what is the meaning of the weather. Okay, so when you get dressed in the morning, you might think about the weather and how hot or cold something, or how the weather cold or hot will it be outside. It's sunny day, so it is raining, or it is raining or snowing. One day that people describe the weather, it's by temperature. Temperature describe how hot or cold something is. Okay, so we are thinking always about weather, so we can determine what we are going to wear. It's hot or cold, it's going to be rain, it's going to rain or not, shall we take an umbrella or not. So this temperature show 70 degree Fahrenheit or 21 degrees Celsius. Here, as you can see, this is like 40 Fahrenheit or 5 Celsius. It's cooler and you must dress warmly. So here the temperature is suitable to wear. It's like a high temperature, they're wearing like a light clothes, and here it's a low temperature, so they're wearing a heavy clothes. Another way to describe weather is by telling it's raining, and rain, snow, sleet, and hail are all kind of participations. Participation is a water that fall on the earth from the clouds. So as this is pieces of the hail is water fall to the earth from the cloud, and each kind of participations can be measured in a different way. Okay, so how we can talk about weather. Here we have the ruler to measure the depth of the snow. It's like how the depth of the snow by using the ruler. This is like the hail, it's like the chunks of ice that fall from the tender clouds. Here we have the rain gauge. We use to just measure the amount of the rain in one spot. It's like the beaker, the measurement beaker. What is the wind? All around the earth there is a hot and cold air. Difference between hot and cold air cause the air to move and making wind. Wind can be strong or light. One way to measure how the wind is blowing is with wind sock. Wind is blowing into an open end of the wind sock and make it point to the direction of the wind is blowing. So this is the open area that we can indicate where the wind is coming from. If the wind sock move gently, the wind is light. If it's blew out straight, the wind is strong. So I can know that it has a direction of the wind which is open. If it's moving in a gentle way, so it will be light. If it's moving in a very strong way, so it's strong. How strong is the wind in this graph? I think it's light because it's moving gently. People also measure the wind speed by using an anemometer. So we have here anemometer. This is cups, like a cups of the anemometer catch the wind and spin, and the stronger the wind is, the faster the cups will be. So let's keep track of how many times that the cups spin. So the scientists use this tool to know the speed of the wind. How can we measure the wind? So summarize. How do an anemometer and the wind socks measure the wind? So we measure if, or we can observe if the like the wind is gentle or maybe strong. Here we're using this cup and we measure the spinning time. What are some different kind of weather? So we have different kind of weather. It's like cloudy and sunny and things like that. Write about and draw different kind of participation. Research that the weather is like in another country, how it's like in your weather, how it's different. So sometimes it's in your country it's summer, in other country it's winter, and so on. Snow day. What are these people doing in this snow day? They are using a shovel to just move the snow. Write about it. Write a story about what you might do in a snowy day. Use a photograph to help you to think about what a snowy day might be. A story has a beginning and middles and end, and use a story using describing words. Sunny day. Look carefully at the thermometer and what is the thermometer degree, so it's considered as a Fahrenheit and Celsius. Write a number of sentence. The weatherman predict that the temperature will rise to 55 degree Fahrenheit. Write a number sentence. Show how many times degree Fahrenheit will arise. So that's all about the measuring units, or the measuring tool that we are going to use while we are wanted to predict the weather and know how the weather is look like.